recently Tesla announced that Model Y Juniper's Premium has V2L capability. Prior to that, you had the Juniper Performance and the North American version of the Model YL. So I figured, let me go see if it's compatible. And what I did was, using my profile on the app on Juniper, I purchased it. And big shout out to all of you who use my Tesla referral, because I used the points to purchase this $80 adapter, the V2L adapter, so that I could play with it and do content and share with you all. That's just one part of the equation. The next part is this. This is the Gen 3 mobile connector. And fortunately, this came with the Model Y Juniper when I took delivery of it. This is a Gen 3. That's another part of the equation that you need to have. Now, checking out other videos, because all morning long in this heat, try to get it to work and it didn't work. And at first I was like, oh man, I think my Juniper is not compatible. But let me try it on the Cybertruck, because the Cybertruck for sure will work. It has V2L, it has PowerShare, it has all that stuff. Well, guess what? It didn't work. There was one thing I was missing that I could not find in any other videos, and I think I know why. At home, I primarily use the Tesla wall connector to charge my EVs. Today is the day I opened it. I do not use this. I don't use this at all. So today is the day that I first used it, and I was like, man, is it broken? Well, I went online, went to a chat group, a lot of smart people in there. It's like, dude, there's probably an update. If you haven't used it, there's probably an update. And the only way to update those charging cables is to use it. So I plugged it in. I made sure that my Model Y was in Wi-Fi reach, and it is. And sure enough, after like 5-6 minutes, it took some time, it stopped charging. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. The charging cable's bad because it stopped charging. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's a fluke. Let me unplug and then plug it back in, start charging again. So what ends up happening is it stops charging to do the update. The app will not show you that there is an update happening. I went inside the car to see why it was like the charging stops. I gotta see why. Maybe I need to take a picture and send it to get a service ticket or whatever and get the charger replaced. No, as soon as I walked in the car, boom, notification says found an update to the charging cable. We're gonna go ahead and update it. So sure enough, it was missing an update. So I was like, all right, cool. That should fix it. Well, I tried it in the Tesla Model Y. Again, after the update, no go. Plugged it into the Tesla Cybertruck, and within 1 minute, everything lit up. Everything works. So bummed out that I think the Model Y that I have doesn't work. It's not compatible. But we're gonna go ahead and try anyway. We're gonna try it one more time, but I'm gonna show you how it works with the Cybertruck, and then we're gonna try to do it with the Model Y one more time on camera to see if I missed anything. But yeah. Okay, so it's fairly immediate when you plug this in with the adapter attached on the other end. And I thought it was gonna be purple, but it's blinking green. And so with that adapter right there, we're gonna go ahead and let me show you the app. So right now, the app has that icon and it says PowerShare. And it's enabled. I don't have to press anything. I thought I had to enable something in the vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. And this is the first time I'm actually trying all this stuff out. Huh, it's not powering on. Oh, I hear it. I hear it going. And you know, that's what's weird is PowerShare still at 0 kilowatts, but it's heating up the water. So, although, yeah, that's weird that PowerShare is still 0 kilowatts. But the light is going that way. So from Cybertruck to the adapter to the electric kettle, it's going in that direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this to stop it, Model Y, and it opens already because I pressed this button. I guess they're too close to each other. We're gonna plug that in, and I don't know, doesn't look good because there is no green light here, whereas the Cybertruck immediately has a green light, and no green light there either. Let's go ahead and plug something in. All right, so nothing. Turn that on, make sure it charges, wake it up maybe or something. So this is what shows up here: unable to charge, charge station not powered. So looks like it's bad news. This is under the charging section of the app. I don't know where else to go because there's nothing else here. I even have keep accessory power on enabled and everything. This is running the latest software update, and yeah, it looks like it's bad news. This particular Model Y that I have is not compatible under service. Yeah, nothing there. Charging, yeah, I don't know, controls maybe. There's nothing. Like, the Cybertruck just worked. I didn't have to fiddle around with any settings. I'm gonna go ahead and press on the brake pedal to maybe wake it up, and yeah, it's not gonna do that because the charge cable is plugged in. All right, so about that V2L adapter, what's cool about it is you get two 110 or is it 120 volt? I'll put the specs up on the screen, but you get two outlets. Let me show you. It's on both sides, and it's up to 2.4 kilowatts, 2400 watts. That is a lot of power, up to 20 amps. And the way you could tell if it's a 20 amp, this has like a horizontal like opening, because normal like 15 amp ones, they just go vertical. This one has this. My server rack in the shed, I had to install a 20 amp circuit there to get like some servers running in my shed, so that's why I know a little bit about it. But I mean, I don't know if it's common knowledge, but yeah, 20 amp looks like that. But you don't have to have a 20 amp device. You could do 15 amp because it's still compatible. But it's a nice adapter to have if you have a Model Y. Model 3, at this time of recording, Tesla hasn't really said anything about compatibility. But am I bummed out about not having it work in the Model Y? I'm bummed out because, in my opinion, this adapter is just a crappy way to solve a problem. It's not even, it's like half-assing the solution. I've been saying it for years. Why is the Cybertruck the only electric vehicle from Tesla's fleet that has outlets? These are electric vehicles. Why is it only in the Cybertruck? My minivan, again, I'm broken record here. My minivan that's gas powered, all of them have an outlet. It's a gas car with an outlet. So yeah, I'm bummed out in that sense that it doesn't work. But it's like, just put outlets there. Is it really that more expensive? I'm not an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer or whatever type of engineer that handles adding outlets to vehicles. But is it really that difficult to do in an electric vehicle? I don't know. My Rivian has an outlet, both R1T and R1S and R2. So the R1S has a 1500 watt max load, up to 1500 watts. This V2L adapter will do 2400, which is great. But again, it's built in. It's built into the Rivian, all three of their cars, R1T, R1S, and the R2. And I believe the R2 even has a higher wattage capacity at 1900, higher compared to the R1S. So the thing about this too is the disadvantage is you can't use this while driving. So if you ask like, well, why do I need to plug something in while I'm driving? Well, we have electric fridges. I want to keep things cool while I'm driving. You can't do that. You can with these outlets. And I'll get to these portable batteries in a bit. But yeah, because electric fridges, when you plug them in, they're not cold. It takes 30-40 minutes for them to start to cool down, and then and then it takes even more time for your drinks to cool down unless you take them out of the fridge and then put them into the electric fridge and go on your trip. So it's always cool to be able to utilize electric devices when you are driving on your road trip. You can't do it with this. Now it's great if you're camping, but we don't use the Model Y for camping or any trips like that. So sure, this is a great adapter to solve a problem that seems to have been half-assed solved. Put an outlet there, Tesla. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But now I have these two Anker devices. You've seen them in previous videos, but this is the 1000. This is a 1 kilowatt hour battery. And this is the C300. I believe it's 280 watt hour in size. There's two versions of this, an AC version and a DC version. This one is mostly USB-C with a 12 volt car, the cigarette lighter thing. But there's another version with actually 3 outlets there. I can't remember what the load is, but I love bringing this because it's a lot smaller. When we go to hotels, this is where we charge all our devices because of the multiple USB-A and USB-C. Plus, there's a solar plug to charge if I needed it. But this bad boy is the one we bring when we go out camping or going to the beach because we have an electric stove, like electric pot. I don't know. If you haven't seen those videos, go check it out. But this will do that because it has outlets down here. And even though I have outlets in the R1S or in the Cybertruck, because those are the vehicles we use when we go out on camping or long trips or whatever, I just don't like to use the battery of the vehicle if we're really far away from charging station or anything. I just don't want to utilize that. Also, if we camp overnight, we tend to use the battery of the vehicle for heating or cooling and whatnot. So this is more of just like an auxiliary battery pack or just an in addition to. Now, you could also use this if your vehicle, your Juniper, is not compatible. Don't go retrofitting because it's $1,700. This guy is like sometimes on sale for under $200. This guy, if you get the solar panel kit, is roughly about $500-600 only, and they're more versatile, in my opinion. And then if you don't get the solar panel, you could just charge it through an outlet or whatever. And you're fine, and it's even much cheaper. Now, this is the Gen 1. There is a Gen 2 version of this, but I'll have Amazon links in the video description if you guys are interested. I love these. I love these. So, yeah, V2L, unfortunately, doesn't work with my Model Y, but I'm going to keep it anyway just to bring it with me just in case if I'm out and there's other people who have compatible vehicles and need it, then yeah, we'll have one available. But that's it for this video. Again, shout out to those who use my Tesla referral code, also my Rivian referral code if you are in the market for a Rivian, because I get to go buy toys and use free charging. At least for the Rivian, I get free charging till next year. So thank you very much appreciated. All that stuff, I end up putting it back to the channel so that I can do content and share with you all, and I get to get merch. I got to get merch on the Rivian. I got shirts for Rivian and stuff. The Tesla, sometimes I'll charge, and then buying that V2L adapter. But yeah, I may look into that fridge, the Tesla fridge. I don't know, but there are many other third-party options out there that are just much more affordable. And some even have app control. So I think that was the biggest thing with the Tesla fridge. No app control. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. If you have a compatible Juniper and if you bought it, let me know what you use it for. For our use case, it's fine. But even if it were compatible with the vehicle, yeah, we'll only end up using it while we are parked, like camping out or whatever. And again, we don't really bring the Juniper to those trips anyway, but I wanted to do this video to share with you all what the experience is. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't checked out the sherwinm.com website, please go check it out. There is a newsletter sign up there as well if you are interested in joining. It's free. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it, but do sign up for that newsletter so that we can continue to send you some content in your inbox. See you on the next video.